Welcome back to Radio 1 International. Today we dive into a story that has shaken the music industry and sparked important conversations about accountability, consent, and power dynamics in the entertainment world. On Monday, August 18, 2025, news broke detailing the cancellation of the Soulshine at C3 music cruise, a 4-day event scheduled from November 4th to 8th. The cancellation, announced by festival promoter Sixth Man, followed a string of withdrawals by multiple artists, including Dispatch, Maggie Rose, Hyrie, and Liz Weiss, who collectively cited deeply concerning allegations involving the headliner, singer-songwriter Michael Franti. The controversy originated earlier in August when singer-songwriter Victoria Canal publicly shared on Instagram that she had been sexually abused and groomed by a very powerful figure in the music industry when she was 19. She did not name this individual, but the timing and context triggered widespread speculation that the person she alluded to was Michael Franti, as she had previously credited him with discovering her via Instagram when she was 19 and inviting her to Nashville in 2018. Canal wrote that she had kept this secret for 8 years and described the way it had haunted her physically, mentally, and emotionally through her entire 20s. She recounted being removed from college and invited into a professional opportunity by the man, who in private was controlling and abusive, and who manipulated and isolated her. She also stated that the man had touched and photographed her without her consent, and made her feel that speaking out would end her career before it even began. Following Canal's post, a number of artists withdrew from Soulshine at C3, expressing concern over the allegations, which prompted Sixth Man to cancel the event completely. In its statement, Sixth Man confirmed that although the cruise set for November 4th to 8th, 2025, was cancelled, the company was working on a replacement event for the same dates and would provide guests with options, either a full refund or credit toward future Sixth Man events. Michael Franti responded to the growing scrutiny by releasing a public statement acknowledging that he had engaged in a relationship with an unnamed artist outside his marriage. He emphasized that the relationship was entirely consensual, rooted in mutual attraction and feelings, and he vehemently disputed any suggestion of abuse or wrongdoing. At the same time, he took responsibility for not recognizing the power imbalance present, given his status as a headliner in her younger age, and conceded that he should not have allowed the relationship to become romantic under those circumstances. Victoria Canal's response followed swiftly. She reposted the statements of the artists who withdrew from the cruise on her Instagram stories, thanking them for their solidarity. Sixth Man concluded that despite the unfortunate circumstances, they remained committed to managing the fallout responsibly, working on an alternative event for the same dates, communicating clearly with ticket holders, and honoring refund or credit requests. The events can also be situated within the broader context of Michael Franti's career. Born April 21, 1966, Michael Franti is known as the frontman of Michael Franti and Spearhead, a band that traces its roots to the 1980s with earlier experiments in groups like the Beatniks and the Disposable Heroes of Hypocrisy. Spearhead came to prominence in the 1990s, and notable albums include Stay Human, 2001, and All Rebel Rockers, 2008. Franti has long carried a reputation as both a musician and an activist, often performing at major festivals such as Bottle Rock, Napa Valley, and Stern Grove. All of this unfolds at a moment when both public accountability and power dynamics in the music industry are under scrutiny. Victoria Canal's Instagram post made clear that revealing her experience had been agonizing and overdue, having carried the burden silently for years. She emphasized the coercive emotional control and isolation she endured, being manipulated with fear of career destruction if she spoke up. Despite not naming her abuser, she laid bare the devastating personal impact of the experience and the destructive dynamic that had shaped her early adulthood. That unnamed figure, speculated to be Michael Franti, responded by acknowledging the romance and consenting to the mutual attraction, but denied any abuse or misconduct, recognizing only the problematic nature of the power imbalance. His statement reflects an admission of responsibility for entering a romantic relationship despite the disparity, but stops short of acknowledging any wrongdoing or coercion. From the industry perspective, several artists took a stand by withdrawing from the cruise, a clear testament to the gravity of the allegations and their willingness to support Canal, even in absence of a named individual. This pressure, combined with public reaction, led Sixth Man to act decisively, canceling the headline event and planning a replacement, while ensuring affected attendees would be accommodated with refunds or future credits. Given the cancellation, participants and fans are now caught in limbo, questions surrounding the nature of the allegations, the personal and professional repercussions for all involved, and the broader implications for industry accountability. For Canal, the public outpouring of support may bring some relief amid emotional turbulence, yet the trauma she described remains profound. For Franti, the cancellation represents a significant professional setback, and his reputation now lies at the center of a controversy that may shape public and industry responses long-term. Sixth Man's approach suggests the events world is under pressure to navigate these crises carefully, balancing empathy for victims with logistical and financial realities. Offering refunds and credits is essential for customer relations, while organizing an alternate event signals the company's intent to move forward, though likely with heightened sensitivity. Taken together, this episode underscores how personal dynamics, power imbalances, and social justice movements intersect within entertainment industries, prompting public reckonings when individuals choose to speak out. It reflects the growing potency of social media as a platform for survivors to break silence, prompting real-world consequences even when no names are publicized. It also illustrates how institutions and stakeholders, artists, promoters, and companies are increasingly expected to act decisively in response to allegations, reinforcing evolving norms around accountability. In sum, the cancellation of Soulshine at C3, precipitated by Victoria Canal's allegations and subsequent artistic withdrawals, represents a significant moment in modern music culture, highlighting the enduring significance of power dynamics, ethical responsibility, and the personal costs borne by those who speak out. The story leaves open questions about future outcomes for Franti, Canal, the artists involved, and the broader industry standards around consent and equality, dynamics that continue to demand engagement, empathy, and change. Thank you for tuning in to Radio 1 International. Stay with us for more stories and insights from across the world of music and culture.
One world, your station.